Mask on, face, and breathing. Come on. Come on.
Don't fight it, right?
Come on.
Listen to me. Just hold him, right? Just hold him.
Don't tell him. Sorry.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Mate, don't tell him.
Sorry,
Just relax, mate.
Bondi Beach, Australia's busiest stretch of sand. This summer, Bondi's lifeguards face a new set of challenges.
Medical emergencies.
Ambulance, please.
Thieves.
Drug addicts. Non-swimmers.
Is that full on drowning, eh?
Perverts.
Skateboard injuries. And then you add the sharks in the mix.
But it wouldn't be Bondi without that stuff.
Bondi's lifeguards live by one clear mantra.
Our main goal is to keep everybody alive.
Their goal may be simple, though achieving it is anything but.
On a busy summer's day down here, we can get up to 40,000 people and do 100+ rescues.
No matter what the odds, Bondi's lifeguards never give up.
Get him out of the water. Get him out of the water. Get him out of the water.
Our goal for resuscitation is to get a heartbeat and have that person leaving the beach alive.
Let's go.
This summer, 2 new faces join the team.
My name's Lucas. Mates call me Boo. Yeah, I'm from Maroubra.
I've known Boo for a long time now. He would be one of the best watermen on this beach.
We've got a new trainee this year. It's 19-year-old local boy, Lockie.
You can get a little bit self-conscious sometimes if you have a little testy pop or something.
Lockie and Boo share the responsibility of a team and a promise.
Yeah, get out there, boys. They're going.
Everybody must
Deano's going out.
go home safely. It's a single kilometre of surf and sand that attracts millions of visitors every year. But no one expects that a visit to Bondi could irreversibly change their lives. At the end of last summer, Bondi's lifeguards were rocked by a double drowning.
Yeah, when Singlet started paddling, it just got worse and worse.
Shit. I think it's someone else that's just as bad, eh?
I just saw a person face down, just lifeless and face down.
I'll do that. Ready? Do this. I'll be right. Compression scores.
Tragically, a Norwegian tourist died.
You never lost anyone that worked before, you know?
It had a massive effect on the team. It really hit home that how quick something can happen like that.
As a new summer begins, the memories of last year's tragedy have lifeguards on alert. But today, the water at Bondi is calm.
It was kind of like a lake down here. It was that safe. You just thought nothing was going to go wrong, surely.
Despite the conditions, a report comes in from the public.
First time pulled in water, second ramp. We can't find him yet. Can you get on the bino?
Hearing the words unconscious patient, that's the last thing you want to hear being a lifeguard. I got about 20 metres away in the buggy and Jake was like, Jess, we're on, get ready. And I just looked and there was just 2 people doing CPR on this guy and
I knew he was dead when we got there. He was blue in the face and he wasn't breathing.
so I got straight on the radio and was like, get the defib down the southern end of the beach now.
Jesse, Jake and other lifeguards performed CPR for 15 minutes before emergency services arrived.
There was a fair amount of people working on this bloke to try and get him back. 2 ambulances, intensive care paramedics, as well as the Jewish emergency service, as well as us, all just trying to work on this one bloke. And he was definitely in a bad way.
The man is a university professor from the United States visiting with his wife. Paramedics intubate the man to provide a clear airway.
Once all the other paramedics arrived, we sort of hand over to them and then they took over compressions and we sort of just trying to help them out where necessary. I think Bisho was, he continued to just like bag up the patient.
This is Jesse's first resuscitation.
To look at someone laying on the ground lifeless, you can't prepare yourself for it. I was just in shock, like, Just like saying to myself, keep yourself calm.
CPR continues for 30 minutes.
Try doing CPR. There's your CPR monitor.
A defibrillator has been connected, but the man's heart is in a systole, a rhythm which can't be shocked.
He was flatlining, so there was no rhythm at all.
Lifeguards are already asking themselves how he drowned in such calm conditions.
What have we missed? How'd that happen? Conditions are so unbelievable for swimming.
But there are signs that point to the cause of the man's condition.
The gentleman had a big graze on the crown of his head, right on the top of his head.
After 30 minutes of CPR, there is still no shockable rhythm for the defibrillator to work.
When the paramedics injected him with the adrenaline, it seemed to have a dramatic effect.
Finally, a breakthrough.
We've got a fake pulse. Yeah, we've got a pulse. I looked at Bisho and I looked at Deano and I looked at Jake and I'm like, he's got a pulse, he's got a pulse. I thought, how good's this? This is the first break to getting this guy back to life.
The question remains, how did this happen in relatively small surf?
I kind of knew I didn't miss anything. We were watching, nothing stood out, but you second guess yourself.
During the resuscitation, Hoppo noticed a large graze on the man's head.
When I arrived on the scene, I was talking to the wife and she was explaining that they both had their backs to the water and both got hit by a wave, knocked down. She stood back up and he didn't resurface. He would have been knocked over and probably driven head first into the sandbank.
All indicators for me is a very serious head and neck trauma.
A spinal collar is attached to the man's neck.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't feel the best after it because he left the beach with a pulse, but he left the beach lifeless. Like, he didn't look like he was alive. And it was hard because we tried so hard.
The man was treated in hospital. He's now breathing on his own and will soon begin rehabilitation. Good lifeguards read the water, then keep people away from trouble spots.
Hey guys, just come towards me out of the rip.
But some days, even the experts have difficulty identifying where the trouble spots are.
When we're down here, 95% of the time, we're dealing with permanent rips. Permanent rip is a rip that's in the same spot on the beach all the time. Flash rips pop up randomly in all sorts of places and you can't really predict them. You just got to have an eye for catching them before they fully develop.
The flags are usually the safest place to swim. But today, lifeguards constantly move the flags to keep swimmers away from flash rips.
Sure enough, a flash rip developed in the south corner of the flag. It really pulled out a whole bunch of swimmers. And then I noticed one guy out the back who he was really struggling.
It's the furthest guy's the worst that you've probably seen.
As he's dragged out to sea, the man begins to panic. A clear sign he'll soon run out of energy.
Oh, no, that Asian won't make it in. I'm just going to go.
He was in big trouble. If he didn't get assistance right away, he was going to drown. When people are going under, you don't leave anything in the tank. You just put your head down and paddle as hard as you can. I just didn't think he was going to come back up. There were moments where I had a good eye on him, on my target, and then moments where I had no idea where he was.
The man can no longer keep himself above water.
I just didn't think he was going to come back up. It's strange, time just slows down. You're hoping for a clean pickup, but it doesn't always go as planned. I'd lined him up, I was paddling, I had him in my sights, and, you know, I was like, I got ya, and boom. And I got him. When you complete a serious rescue, there's an overwhelming sense of satisfaction that we've completed our job. For the patient, there's usually gratitude, but what follows shortly after that is embarrassment.
Bondi Rescue?
Yeah. 100%.
Not everyone feels like telling the world about their near-death experience.
Hey, we filmed a documentary about the lifeguards.
Sorry.
What happened out there?
There was no way that bloke was giving an interview to the camera crew. Let's go for the way.
Yeah.
Australia's beach culture is legendary. We simply can't get enough of the ocean. From young kids to national leaders, not always with perfect outcomes. Australia's Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, grew up swimming at Bondi, where he used to do volunteer patrols as a kid.
I met the PM 2 years ago. Went up and shook his hand up at North Bondi.
Good to see you.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too.
And he's a local around here, so I'm sure he gets around a lot.
Today, word is out. Australia's PM is back in Bondi. Or how else can these guys be explained?
I think he's got some heavy artillery security getting around, I think. Yeah, is he down here?
Point of interest, he's in the water.
Is he in the water? Just trying to get the all clear. It seems all a bit top secret at the moment. I'm even whispering. Safe to say, I was feeling pretty nervous at the time. I was sort of thinking to myself, I wonder if you'll remember me from last time. Hey, mate, how are you? Good. I met you last time up on the promenade.
Thought I'd come and see you.
G'day again.
This is my son, Alex.
How are you, mate? How's the water? Good? It's
Beautiful.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Feeling very safe, thanks to you.
I noticed you were just on the edge of the flag. If I was on the other side, I was going to come and...
You're going to come and pinch me. So tell me about this little...
This is the new sort of North Tower we've got here. Yeah, it honestly just didn't feel real when I was chatting to him and sort of showing him around the tower.
The PM, a former volunteer lifesaver, has his own Bondi Rescue story.
I'll tell you what, just about here, many years ago, more than 40 years ago, I did a rescue of a guy who'd had a stroke.
Did you? Yeah.
Just out Ben Buckler.
Yeah.
And I did it in a belt.
No way.
In the old days.
The old belt.
He thought that was all the days of the dinosaurs, these young blokes. It's very tiring. When you get to the patient, you're completely knocked up.
I was going to say,
all you can do
is
is hang on.
now on the board.
You're correct.
Let's get a blue uniform on the bloke.
Oh, it's just such a magnificent beach, isn't it? I mean, it's so beautiful. The sand's perfect. It's been part of my life since I was, since before I could walk. So, good job.
Yeah, cheers.
All right.
Thanks very much.
See you guys.
Cheers, Malcolm. I tell you what, he's picked a beautiful day for it, and hopefully he's enjoyed himself down here, and no rescue, so all good. Well done. Love the PM.
Giant waves, fast-moving rips, and submerged rocks all guarantee a steady trade for lifeguards. But for beachgoers, the number one fear is something else entirely. Sharks are a reality of marine life, but there's only been one attack at Bondi in the past 89 years. In 2009, local surfer Glenn Orges lost his left hand to a 2-metre great white.
Yeah, I screamed, obviously. Yeah. You just do your best in that situation to get in.
For public safety, a shark detection system has been installed off Bondi.
The Shark Buoy is a big yellow UFO floating out the back of the bay at Bondi, and it has a sonar that picks up tagged sharks and sends messages through to the authorities.
All messages automatically go to head lifeguard Hoppo.
That pings when a tagged shark comes through and notifies that there is something swimming in the bay.
As well as detecting sharks, the buoy serves as a great marker point for lifeguards doing board training.
It's a good point to go out and back. It's probably roughly 500 metres out, and that gives you a kilometre by the time you go out and back.
But not all lifeguards enjoy being so far from land.
I've got a phobia of sharks, right? She's like, don't ever come near me. Like, I never want to see one of these things in the water unless I'm in a cage.
I just hyped Jesse up and said, mate, let's pal around the shark camp.
Mate.
I was like, come on, mate, let's get out there. Like, you hell, man, we're getting out there, we're paddling around, and look, it's right there. And he's going, no, I'm not.
In the end, I was just like, come on, let's go.
9:02 a.m. Jesse and Jethro reach the buoy. it's impossible to see much below the surface.
Once we got to the buoy, we tapped it. Jesse just pinned it for shore. The look of death in his eyes, he just wanted land.
Just because no sharks can be seen, that doesn't mean there aren't any nearby.
We come back up to the tower and Deano was up there laughing. And we're like, what are you laughing at? And he goes, look at this message I just got off Hoppo.
Great white, 9 a.m, 7th of January. So say 3 metres in length.
Look at his face. See? Like, who has that much bad luck? There most probably hasn't been a great white in Bondi in how long? And as soon as me and Jeff pedal out to that stupid yellow buoy, there's a great white out there.
Jesse's terrified of sharks. He's rattled today. I think he thinks he's got really bad luck. But, yeah, I reckon you make your own luck.
If the big boy wants to get you, there's no getting back. So, I don't think I'll be doing that anytime again soon.
If the great white shark is still in the bay, lifeguards must respond quickly.
Me and Deano weren't doing much. We thought we'd get out there on the ski and have a quick look.
It'd actually be a little bit exciting if we see a great white. I won't be too far away from the jet ski.
Hey, bruv, can I have your NutriBullet if you get attacked?
Yeah.
After sweeping the bay, Deano and Jethro give the all clear. But they're still hoping to catch a sight of the great white.
Get in there, mate. Once I got my head under and there was this real deep ledge, all my confidence disappeared straight out the window. Yeah, it was eerie out there because I knew this is exactly where there'd been a great white.
If you're going to think of man-eaters in the ocean, most sharks are not, but the great whites are.
I was looking around, looking for shark fins. Go grab my boss because he's been bit in half. Nothing? Nothing.
There's no sign of the great white, but Deano isn't giving up on his quest to swim with a shark at Bondi. A clear day, but it isn't the shark buoy which informs lifeguards about sharks in the bay.
And then a bloke actually came up to us with a drone. He said, mate, I've actually just filmed, there's like 15 to 20 sharks out the back. And he showed us the footage and we were like, oh, no way.
Jake and I headed out to this big bait ball. So it was at least 7 or 8 sharks and, they were just cruising round and the fish were moving away. It was quite beautiful.
Grey nurse sharks aren't a threat unless they're provoked.
When we were like out there, it felt like, it was the right thing to do.
Deano takes a closer look.
You could almost think of it like as a reward, We work so hard down here, and to see something like that, once in a lifetime opportunity, it's like the nature is just giving back,
A few weeks back, Jackson had a chance meeting with Australia's Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, who was a volunteer lifesaver at Bondi in his youth.
How's the water good? It's beautiful. It's unreal, isn't it? Feeling very safe, thanks to you.
Today, a letter has arrived, bearing the Prime Minister's official stamp.
I heard about Jackson having a chat with the Prime Minister the other week, and now this has turned up in my office. Hey, mate. Something's turned up in my office, and I'm just a bit worried you're in trouble.
This is my parking permit.
It's a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, right.
And it's come from the top.
Yeah, right.
So, I don't know what you've done.
Who is it? It's gold printed, Prime Minister. Dear Jackson, it was great to meet you again at the beach, and I was grateful at this time we had more of a chance to chat. I wanted to write to thank you for showing me the North Bondi new lifeguard post. As I've said many times, the work that you do and your colleagues are doing is vital. You're on the front line helping us all to stay safe at the beach. I think I might have been shaking a little bit, because I had all the boys around there and they all eyes were glued at me and watching me read. I felt like I was up doing public speaking again in grade 12. So thanks once again to you and your colleagues for your tireless efforts in watching over the beachgoers of Waverley Council. Have a safe and happy summer down at Bondi and keep up the good work. Kind regards, Malcolm Turnbull.
Big mouth.
So you and the Prime Minister are mates, eh?
Apparently so, mate. I might have to put that up in my room. I'll probably get it framed or do something special with it, and I can't wait to tell my family and friends about it. It's not something everyone can say that that they've got. Personal letter from Malcolm Turnbull.
Back at Bondi, the problems aren't just in the water. A group of suspected thieves are casing the beach. Veteran lifeguard Harry Nightingale, H, has turned super sleuth. With thousands of beachgoers, Bondi is a smorgasbord of bags and wallets.
H, was that, mate?
Troy, I think, they've both got those quite large bags to, looks like they've come prepared.
Troy makes a casual approach to suss them out.
Yeah, you guys just going for a swim? Yeah, it's pretty nice today, actually. Yeah, it's all right.
The trio make repeated passes through the crowd.
They're just going to that red and white umbrella. No one's going to walk around like that, are they? Yeah, they're looking, mate. Look, she's pointed something out.
But keeping them under surveillance on Australia's most crowded beach is close to impossible.
They've gone up the stairs at the second ramp there. It was like 90% sure she just picked the bag up.
They appear to be rummaging through stolen bags. With no idea, police are hot on their trail. Police close in on suspected bag thieves. Then, two victims come forward.
Just head up there.
Okay.
These girls have had their bags stolen.
The long arm of the law closes in.
Coppers got him. Yeah, they've got him.
Detective H arrives with the two victims.
Yeah. Do you understand?
Understand what?
That you're under arrest for stealing.
I didn't steal nothing. I didn't steal nothing, mate.
The guards have seen us do it. They followed it all the way up here. Okay?
They've been working together.
Working together?
Yes, we watched you. We've been watching you for the last hour. We've watched you walk around the beach. You're working in. We spoke to you before, warned you, and you kept going. This one's the one that grabbed it, sir.
Another case closed. Clear skies and a solid swell. Bondi at its most alluring and most dangerous. Lifeguards scour the water for swimmers out of their league.
There's a bit more swell, and it's dug a lot of big channels and long channels back out to where the sandbanks are finishing, and there's going to be a lot of people down here.
Despite being close to shore, a man struggles in a deep gutter. Corey heads out on a rescue board while Brad approaches on the jet ski. A straightforward rescue until out the back, two more swimmers are in much deeper trouble. In a panic, a man pushes a woman under. But the first swimmer needs to get off the jet ski so it can reach the drowning couple. The woman is still being pushed under. Finally, help arrives.
Get off the mat!
Get on the mat!
Now, the challenge is to get two rescue victims aboard the jet ski.
Get on the mat! Climb up! Climb up the mat! Come on!
3 swimmers rescued in as many minutes, and tragedy averted.
Do not go up to the red and yellow flags, okay? Yeah. Not here anymore. Yeah. Up to the red and yellow flags, mate. Red and yellow flags, mate. If you want to swim, red and yellow flags.
A near-death experience quickly becomes a funny story.
I was trying to hold him up because he can't swim that well, so I was trying to hold him up, and then I couldn't stand at the bottom, so then I went under.
The waves are too heavy, man. They're too big. They were too big, then I went straight under. Bang! See you later. Man, I got scared. Straight out. Straight out, I got scared. Swim between the flags. Make sure everyone knows that. Straight out.
They've gotten into a bit of deeper water, and he's absolutely dragging her under. It was unbelievable.
I'm sure he's probably going to buy some roses or be pretty apologetic to his girlfriend. He pretty much nearly dunked her the whole way down, so it was a bit harsh, I thought.
Swim between the flags.
Bondi's lifeguards train to perform in all conditions. Knowing how to handle themselves in big surf is a crucial skill.
You need to practice in large surf because if you don't have the timing, you know, you're going to get smashed by these massive waves, and someone's drowning, you can't get there, the person's going to die.
Now, Hoppo has chosen 3 of Bondi's best to go on a special training mission 8,000 kilometres away.
Hawaiians, they've got traditionally large surf, so it's good for us to go and experience those conditions as well, because we don't get it as much over here.
Hawaii, home to some of the world's biggest waves.
Hey there, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, good to see you guys too.
Whippet, Kerbox and rookie Dunstan are the lucky 3 on exchange.
Kyle. Dunstan. Nice to meet you, Dunstan.
Kyle is a member of the elite Hawaiian Water Patrol and trained on Bondi 3 years earlier. Right on Kyle's doorstep is the most famous wave on the planet, Pipeline. It's the first time Dunstan has seen it in the flesh.
This is probably the most dangerous wave in the world by miles, I reckon. People don't realise back home that it's only breaking in waist-deep water, you know, with caves and some unfriendly rocks right underneath you.
We deal with people who can't swim and thousands of them in the water at once, but the waves are 1 or 2 foot, so I guess you're more people watching than condition watching, you know, and over here they got to assess the conditions more because it's so much more dangerous.
If you stuff up out there trying to rescue someone and you start to freak out, you're just going to get them in more trouble as well, I guess. You definitely have to have your balls about you. To be a lifeguard here, man, you have to be pretty psycho.
Over the coming days, they'll be picking up all the tips they can. Back home, a large swell still pounds Bondi. Yet people continue to venture outside the flags. A struggling swimmer is spotted way off the beach in Backpackers Rip.
Jake's going in.
A local surfer helps keep the man afloat. But before Jake can get to them, a massive wave looms.
He's on the impact zone here. He's going to cop this one.
The wave clips Jake, then smashes the 2 men.
Where'd he go?
Jake only has seconds to reach the man before the next wave hits. The man looks unusually groggy, smashed during a rescue. Jake is separated from a struggling swimmer. Jake soon realises there's another problem. Heavy rips and heavy drinking, a very dangerous mix.
Come here, hey! What are you doing? I'm telling you to walk this way and you're not doing anything.
I'm trying.
Right?
The current's taking me.
Yeah, I know the current's taking you. All right, but you got to listen to me, okay?
I'm listening to you. Going to the left.
Yeah, I was telling you to go to the left.
Trevor's on holiday from the USA.
Where have you been? Where'd you go last night? Where were you last night? If you're going to spew, just spew it up, all right?
I don't have to puke. I didn't drink that much water.
Because if you did drink a bit of water, you're going to have to go to the doctor and get it checked out. Because, no, listen, but 1 second. Because if you've got salt water in your lungs, you can get an infection and you can get seriously ill from it.
Yeah, I understand. I was in Africa before this.
Yeah, but where were you tonight? You drunk? You pissed?
No. I was drunk this morning.
Yeah, but you're still drunk now.
Thank you. What's your name?
Jake.
I'm Trevor.
Nice to meet you.
Honestly, Jake, I'm a big guy.
Oh, mate.
I'm an excellent swimmer.
Yeah.
Undercurrent's completely different.
Oh, 100%.
I think you saved my life.
Yeah, mate, thank you.
No, Jake. You saved my life.
All right, buddy. Maybe you should go and have some rest, okay? You've had a bit too much to drink. I can already smell it now, okay? Tell your friends and maybe have a sleep in your apartment.
While Trevor thanks his lucky stars, Bondi's rips are raging.
The lifeguards here are amazing. Okay, look.
Jake has his hands full.
I was having troubles swimming. Okay, I'm not used to oceans. You know, I'm a fit guy. I'm a good swimmer. I didn't think the ocean would be this bad. It's very bad. Very strong. I had a big night every night since I've been here, yeah.
A second swimmer survives Bondi's rips.
Strong currents, beware.
Oh, 2 in a row, just in this kind of surf. You know, that's why we train, so we're fit, you know.
That was scary.
Meanwhile, Trev is still having trouble on dry land. Back in Hawaii, Kyle gives the boys an introduction to the way Hawaiians have adapted rescue equipment to local conditions.
When we do have a rescue out here, and we're not using the jet ski, and we do have to go out with the board, we'll bring this tube and fins. And I mean, if you do hold on to your board the whole time, then you're stoked, but it's just a backup plan to have these as plan B. Because you can still pull off a rescue with this using your fins and tube, you know? So you just clip them in and just tell them, don't worry, it's gonna be all right. And from here, we would just basically backstroke in and kick with our fins and hold on to this. That's if we lost our board, you know? How's that feel?
At Bondi, rescues are normally performed with just a rescue board. Whippet learns the Hawaiian way, using board, fins and tube all at once. At Sunset Beach, the rips are running hard. Even the pros can get a rescue wrong.
Oh, he fell off.
Bondi is a training ground for L-plate surfers. Most damage their egos. Some sustain far more serious injuries. Stefan's on a working holiday from Canada. He dislocated his shoulder learning to surf.
How old are you?
22.
22.
Yeah.
You allergic to anything?
No.
Ambulance, please.
Dislocated shoulders are excruciatingly painful. Maxi prepares the green whistle to take the edge off Stefan's pain.
Suck on it.
Okay.
Gets better, but it gets better. It gets better. It's very strong. As if you're smoking it. The pain will start to go away. You start to get a bit lightheaded.
Okay.
Just suck them in. I see you smoke before. Feel a bit better?
Yeah, actually. Where do you get this stuff? I feel a little bit selfish. You guys want some?
Keep sucking it, mate. It's good, eh? It's good stuff.
Good stuff, eh?
It's good stuff.
Usually I can put it back out, but
yeah, but don't try, mate.
During the
Don't try.
first 5 minutes,
the paramedic will come and they'll help you out.
Yeah. Oh, I think I got the D-click.
Lifeguards don't normally attempt relocations, but Quinn is also a fully trained paramedic.
Yeah.
Okay. You know you've done this before, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, heaps of this, get full of that.
Trying to see this.
Big breaths. There's one thing you can do is to just let it hang low, forward.
Come on, do it, man. Come on, do it. Oof. Oh, almost there, bro.
Almost there.
Keep sucking on it, mate. Keep sucking on it.
It's all good, man. I'll wait for the...
You wait?
Yeah.
Stefan's shoulder will be relocated in hospital, but he doesn't seem in any hurry to get there.
How did you hurt your shoulder, Stefan?
This time I was on the beach. There was like no waves.
Yes.
But once upon a time came a wave. I was like, this is mine. Started to paddle. I paddled in the, you know when you paddled...
you caught a wave and hit the sandbar, did you?
No, it's just because it's my first time.
Just tell me how you hurt your shoulder. You hit the sandbar.
No, I paddled and like the wave went popping it out, you know.
The wave.
The wave was behind me. I was paddling for the wave, and it hit my arm. And this arm has been dislocated for 9 times.
9 times, and it's happened again. Have you got thongs? You want to come jump up and we'll take you up to the ambulance?
I don't wear thongs. Thongs is for women.
No worries at all. Okay, Stefan.
A dislocated shoulder and a discombobulated brain.
You just get in front and sit him on the chair.
Across the Pacific, lifeguards are picking up new rescue techniques from the Hawaiian Water Patrol. Hawaiians pioneered jet ski rescues and are masters at using them in big surf.
Looks kind of some big waves coming through. It's not massive, but I think it'll do the job.
Try to take them out there and just practice on the ski and some bigger surf. Just in case Bondi does get that big surf, you guys at least have had some training in some bigger waves.
Jet skis can outrun the biggest waves, allowing lifeguards to get in and out of otherwise impossible rescue situations. Unlike Bondi, the Hawaiians work in pairs. One drives while the other picks up the patient. It allows for quicker rescues and for resuscitating patients even before they reach shore. With some Hawaiian tips in the bag, the boys have a chance to test their water skills at legendary Sunset, the home of big wave surfing.
I think it's really important, being a lifeguard, that you've got to show people that you're not scared to take on any situation, and I think the biggest one is the water.
I think it will make me a better waterman. You kind of realise, well, if I copped a 10-footer out here at Sunset, Bondi is going to be half of that, you know?
for us to be able to come over and just see how confident they are in the surf, especially when it's big. It gives you a bit of confidence to take back home, and you know, hopefully we can always improve back at Bondi.
No other beach in the world does New Year's Eve quite like Bondi. DJ superstar Fatboy Slim has come to rock 20,000 people.
Happy New Year! Woo!
Even our lifeguards are in party mode. There's Deano, Harries, and Yatesy kicking up his heels. It's a brand new year for this band of brothers. "6 a.m. the morning after the night before. The lifeguards are bracing themselves for what could be the biggest day of the year.
Thanks, fellas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Hi, girls. I leave you for 2 minutes and you've got a goddamn camcorder in your face.
Well, you know, Tracy, what can we say? The camera loves us.
Yeah, this is the morning after the night before.
What did you do last night? Big one?
Oh, it was pretty average. Pretty average, yeah.
We use Fatboy Slim?
Yeah, Fatboy Slim, yeah.
It was alright.
Birds on fire. Light my fire.
Booze, drugs and surf. It's a potentially lethal mix. New Year's Day has trouble written all over it.
Yeah!
By the time the day's out, our boys will have dealt with over 50 incidents. 10 ambulances will be called. And the temperature will rocket to 45 degrees, the hottest New Year's Day on record. What better way to begin the new year than taking a swim in what locals call Dr. Pacific? But it's bad medicine for some.
Board, mate? They're pretty busy. Yeah, we've got a friend of us just dislocated his shoulder, and we were wondering maybe you can help him.
Boys, mate, we've got a dislocated shoulder. One of you guys want to, or both you return to Central?
Mate, it's coming up right now.
Dislocated shoulder, boys, we're on.
The boys have only got one flag in the sand, and already they're called to the first casualty of the new year.
What we'll do is get some ice on it, and it shrinks the muscles. Yeah. All right, then you might be able to get it back in.
Oh, you're able to do that?
I can't, you might be able to.
French tourist Jean wiped out on his first wave of the year. His shoulder's been dislocated before, but never this bad.
The thing is that that's the first time that I'm not able to really cut it. Yeah.
Okay, this stuff.
Yeah.
In about 2 minutes, you're going to feel no pain. The more you inhale it, the more the pain will go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only 6:30 a.m. and the lifeguards are already stretched.
Just keeping an eye on the water. There's that many people down here that got to have one or two of us watching the whole time. Everyone's pissed. And
Duty lifeguard Bobby calls in extra help. Not an easy job on New Year's morning.
You're on. You're on. I've rung everyone. Can't get anyone. 11 till 7. You good with that? Happy New Year to you guys. See ya.
you lay back there, buddy. You're all right.
Yeah.
Jean is in serious pain while he waits for an ambulance. He's been sucking hard on the analgesic gas.
That's a good drug. You need to give me the... He's better already.
He wants to give me a kiss.
He's not serious.
I didn't say that. I just said you're ready to go. Not yet.
seems like everyone at Bondi is in an altered state of mind. Whippet suddenly had to redirect the ambulance called for Jean.
It looks like a drug overdose on the beach. Male, mid-20s.
We're going to put...
He's in a pretty bad way.
You need to breathe in through your nose.
Back over here, mate.
Out through your mouth.
Back over here. Okay, it's okay, mate. Just keep your hand there. It's okay, mate, all right?
This young man started fitting and collapsed on the sand. He's bleeding from the nose and mouth.
Nice and deep breath, all right?
Breathe in through your nose, mate. Out through your mouth.
He needs urgent treatment, but is fighting the lifeguards.
Don't fight it, buddy. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Nice and deep breath, all right?
Breathe in through your nose, mate. Out through your mouth. Keep calm, mate. That's good. Nice and slow.
An off-duty nurse is assisting.
And out through your mouth. My name's Kelly.
Okay. Listen to Kelly, all right?
I was sitting over on the beach with my friends when I noticed the gentleman being attended to by the lifeguards. I then saw him sort of get up and start punching himself and whatnot. Even though I'm a drug health nurse, my background is mental health, and that tells me pretty much straight away something's going wrong. Okay, you've taken drugs, your body hasn't liked it. Mask on face, and breathing. Come on, come on.
Don't fight it, all right?
Come on.
Listen to me. Just hold him, right? Just hold him.
His friend reveals he took an ecstasy tablet hours earlier.
That's good man, mate. Champion, you're a champion.
Lifeguards are also told he's from a strict Muslim family and is afraid of being identified.
A bit scared to tell us what's going on. I think they're going to be in trouble with the police, or maybe, you know, it looks bad for their family, or, you know, they get in trouble off the parents, but obviously doesn't want to go to the hospital, but that's where he's going.
When ambulance officers arrive, their priority is to sedate him,
Sweetie, I just need your finger here, darling.
if only they can get a needle in his arm.
Do you want to explain to him? No, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Sorry.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
No, don't tell him.
Sorry.
Relax your arm, mate. Just relax, mate. Relax your arm, mate. You've got a needle. Mate, you have to keep your arm really still, okay? Relax your hand. Don't make it feel. Keep still, mate.
Come on, buddy. Take it easy.
You love these jobs in the sand, eh?
More Rambos arrive, and by now, almost every lifeguard on the beach is helping out.
Keep still, mate. What's wrong with that?
The spinal board helps restrain the man.
Open your eyes.
His arm's going. I can't hold it.
I got that one, box.
He needs to be protected from himself until the drugs leave his system.
He's going to lose it again. That's it, see, he's going to lose it. It's all right.
As the New Year's aftermath is cleared away, Jean's on his way to hospital.
There you go. It's not that easy, right? Oh. You hold. Stick that in your mouth. Grab your hand. Hold this. Let's go. I've had a dead mongrel of a start of the day. We had 2 ambulances before 6:10, but yeah, it's part and parcel of the job, unfortunately. I'm looking forward to going home and having a beer when I finish.
Rod Kerr Box. He's second in charge at Bondi.
If it was a big rescue, you kind of want Box there. He's such an awesome water guy.
He toured the globe as a pro surfer.
He was number 6 in the world at surfing. It's like you're a rock and roll star. Like, it's the most incredible experience I've ever had.
Every lunch break he's out there. Every morning before work, lunch break, you can bet your life he's out there.
His water skills are good. His nightlife skills are even better.
If Kerr Box is looking forward to a beer after work, it's a long way off yet.
You're digging for leprechauns? Yeah. Leprechauns, mate. I'm digging for China. I'm digging for leprechauns. Try to go. He's got the angry inch out. Bondi Irish!
It's still only 7 a.m. and there's more trouble on the way.
What are you after, mate? How are you, mate? It's just this chick down there on the beach. She's conscious, but she's kind of like, I try to open up her eyes and they're like rolling back in her head.
So she's just lying on the beach 1 hour, is she?
Yeah, and I was just a bit worried about her, like.
Bondi Central to Liner.
Hey, Bob.
Here we go again, boys.
Okay.
The young woman's unconscious, alone.
Open up. Got a pulse? Got a pulse. Grab the bag. Do you know much? Nah, he's just walking. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
I just saw her. She was just not responding, so I just got a bit worried. I was opening up her eyes, and she's eyes were rolling back like that. So I went, oh, I don't want to die or anything like that.
Yeah, pulse is good. Pulse is strong.
Okay, she's breathing. She's okay. Right, hello.
The boys don't know if she's suffering a drug overdose, had her drink spiked, or has possibly been assaulted.
She's coming around now. Okay, you stay there. You stay there. You okay? Hey. You right? Sure? Okay, we're just going to put some oxygen on you. Yeah, okay.
You're passed out cold, darling, so we just need to do this to you, all right?
You're all right.
One of the lifeguards to Bondi Lifeguards.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to need that ambulance, mate. She's got a fairly strong pulse, but she's quite incoherent.
Okay.
Lifeguards are about to discover Laura has no ID, can't remember where she lives or where she's from. Bondi, midday. Thousands are flocking to the beach. Lifeguards have another 40,000 people to look after on what's rapidly becoming Sydney's hottest New Year's Day on record.
There's a lot of people down here enjoying their first day of the new year, but sand is scorchingly hot, and the wind is probably the hottest, driest wind I've ever felt in Sydney. It's horrible. Burnt my feet running from the towel to the water. I've never experienced that before.
Air temperature's 45 degrees. Sand temperature's over 55 degrees. Everyone's a cat on a hot tin roof.
Oh, it's gone crazy. The heat, the 40-degree temperatures is killing people.
We'll give you toast at the toast.
By 1 p.m, there's been 16 cases of heat stroke. Ambulances are queuing up at the beach.
They're dropping like flies.
Ambulance, please. It's a lady with some quite bad heat exhaustion. This is the fourth one of these I've rung today.
Obviously, we don't experience it like this. Usually get a cool breeze, but the breeze was hot.
I've got another ambulance on the way, and they'll be with you shortly. We've had about 3 or 4 patients drop in the last sort of 5 minutes here, so we're going to leave you here with the lifeguards while I organise another car, and we'll get you moving up to hospital.
Laura's been brought up from the beach. She's in much better shape, but still suffering the effects of a big night out.
From here.
The English tourist still can't remember where she's staying.
You don't have any numbers, phone numbers at all?
The only number I know is
What, in England? Is there anyone? Do you know where you're staying? Or you don't have a number for anyone? Have you got any ID on you? Like any...
Bobby Aldwin's turned from lifeguard to detective. He's trying to help Laura remember where she's staying in Sydney.
Oh, here we go. Beaconsfield, Rosebery, Erskineville, Newtown, Stanmore, Enmore, Annandale, Marrickville, Coogee, Bronte, Maroubra, Darlinghurst.
Laura's still highly vulnerable. The lifeguards want her to stay in the tower.
41 degrees here today. You've had a lot of alcohol. You don't have much water or liquid in your system. All right, so it's quite likely to pass out again. All right, so you're better off in here in the cool. Drink lots of water. Yeah.
But Laura's intent on leaving. Laura's disappeared into the crowd of 50,000 people. But now, a little girl is lost too.
How old are you, Samantha? 7. Okay, and you don't remember where your mum was sitting?
We have a little 7-year-old girl here called Samantha.
She's wearing a blue bikini with happy smiley faces on it and a pink singlet and a couple of Barry beef missing. And she can't find her mother, so can you keep an eye out for any lady who comes looking for a Samantha?
Samantha came up to me and said that if I could help you to find your mum, so because she couldn't remember where she left her, and the only thing she remembered was the umbrella, white and blue.
First, I asked my mum if I could go to the rock pool, and she said yes. So I went to the rock pool, and after that, I went to the shells and I looked for some shells. Then I put them in a safe place. And after that, I asked the lady, well, asked me, could you maybe look after my money? Then I lose my money. Then then I kept swimming, and then after that, I got to the pool. Then I started looking for my mum, but I couldn't find her.
You're a champion storyteller. I reckon that your mum is up that end, because that's the only rock pool. So I reckon he's sitting up that end somewhere, so I'm going to get the binoculars and see if I can see any blue and white umbrellas up there. See if I... Well, we're good at spotting these sort of things. When you went to the pool for a swim in the rock pool, how long did it take you to walk there?
It took me about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? You must have been walking from this end.
I think that could be my mum over there with the blue and white umbrella.
There's a blue and white umbrella up there, and...
2 of them.
It looks like the middle of the northern set of flags.
Finding a blue and white umbrella on Bondi Beach is no easy task.
Shall we try and walk over there?
Yeah, go for a walk over there and see.
Okay, shall we go and walk over there?
There you go.
Off-duty nurse Marina's taking Samantha for another search. Meanwhile, the first swim at Bondi for French tourist Guillaume has turned into a disaster.
I've got a bag, black bag like this one, and I went to the water to have a bath, and it's gone. Somebody robbed it. And I've got everything in it. My passport, my wallet, my money. I arrived yesterday.
No way. Mate, it's, I'm sorry, mate.
Guillaume's looking for his bag, and Samantha's still looking for her mum.
Has anybody lost their little daughter, Samantha? She's 7 years old, gorgeous, up at the lifeguard tower.
Lifeguards have had more reports of bag thefts. There's a group of thieves at work, and Chapo thinks he's got them in his sights.
Mate, Inspector Chapo's on the case, don't worry about that.
He's called the police.
We've got 4 young guys just hanging up the back of the beach, which look very suspect.
Now one of them's walking up the back, sort of keeping an eye on the other 3 walking along the sand.
We'll keep an eye on them, and if they go, we'll just jump on them.
The boys are heading for a bag.
Are they?
Boys, I've just seen them pick up the bag, mate. They're running up the beach. Quick, just go get them.
The boys race off the beach, but lifeguards and police chase them down.
What's in the bag? No, I said it's my mate, but he told me to come up here to get it.
What's in it, mate?
I don't know.
Got a couple of kids knocking bags off, so... Might have been the French guy's bag that got taken as well, so... Glad we got him.
The Frenchman's wallet and passport aren't amongst the thieves' booty, but someone else's is.
I was just going for a swim. I came out and I was looking for it. It can't be that bad of luck. And saw one of the lifeguards on the beach. He said, it's okay, mate. They're all up the back. Got the kids all done and dusted. So it's very good. I was going to be walking a long way in my sluggos.
Guillaume's still had no luck.
This is my report number to the police. I went to the police because I searched for the whole thing, didn't find anything.
Yeah, mate. Sweet.
You got travel insurance?
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Bye.
See you.
But Guillaume's not alone.
Yeah, this poor bloke in the shorts over there, he's had absolutely everything taken. Everything. He made a phone call from the tower just before, and he's got someone coming down to pick him up, but he's got nothing at all. Just the shorts he's got on. Poor bloke.
Okay.
Hours earlier, English tourist Laura left the lifeguard tower dazed and confused. Lifeguards called police, who decided the safest place for Laura is back at the station. With the help of detectives and an old train ticket, Laura remembered where she was staying. Cogra. It's almost sunset. 40 degrees and 20,000 people are still swarming on Bondi Beach.
Attention in the water and on the beach. Just letting you know the council lifeguards are going home at 7 o'clock. Conditions are still a little bit dangerous. We suggest that you go home and come back again tomorrow. And if anybody has lost their daughter, Samantha, age 7.
Finally, Samantha's found her mother's blue and white umbrella.
Thank you!
Well, take care.
Alright, thank you!
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh my god! Yeah, we were worried about her. We thought she was just here. Oh, that baby,
It's the end of another crazy day on Bondi Beach. Happy New Year.